Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you want to see how I got this glowy skin, neutral eye, and nude lip 0 from 100 in less than 30 minutes, then just continue to keep on watching. Okay, so jumping right into this video, I am going to just pin both sides of my hair back just to keep it out of my face, so it's much more easier to apply the makeup. So just 2 bobby pins and that works. Going in with my MAC Prep and Prime. My face lately has been more dry than oily, I guess because it's winter. So trying to hydrate that up just a little bit. So I'm going to drench my face in that and let it dry for just a second, and it does give a natural glow, as you can see right there. I am going to go in with the Tatcha Silk Canvas, and I'm just going to apply this all over my face. And like I said, I do need extra hydration, so just going to rub that in. My skin just feels literally like so dry lately, so just want to put a little extra moisture where I can. So just moving on with the Dr. Brandt Pores No More, because the Tatcha Silk Canvas does not fill in any pores, and I absolutely need a pore filler. So just putting that on the T-zone of my face, and then just gonna apply and rub it in as usual. And it does make my skin feel smooth and a little bit matte also, even though I'm going for some hydration here, but I did need to fill in my pores. So just finishing up applying that, and then I am going to go in with the Estee Lauder Hydra Rescue Foundation. Like I said, I am looking for extra hydration today, and so I usually use 2 pumps. I don't build this foundation up. I find that this gives me enough coverage, high, medium to even full, with the 2 pumps, and I am in the lightest shade, which I think is 01 Porcelain. And going to use every bit of the 2 pumps that I applied on the back of my hand, so just applying the dots on my face, and then gonna go in, that is my Haley's Beauty Sponge, and just apply it. And as you can see, like right off the bat, it is pretty good coverage, and this sponge is so soft, I love it. But just applying this as normal really quickly, and it does feel nice going on. It feels like I'm getting a little hydration, which I absolutely need right now, because my face is more dry than oily, so which is weird for me because I have combination to oily skin. So for me to have dry patches, I'm just not used to that. But just applying this all over where I would normally put any other foundation, even though this is a more hydrating foundation. And it looks very skin-like and beautiful, and covered everything that I needed it to cover. And like I said, I usually don't go in with a second coat of this because it does the job the first time around. Just fixing my hair, it is getting a little bit in the way, but just going to finish pouncing that in the skin, and as you can see, it does give a nice natural glow and is beautiful. And so moving on with my favorite concealer of life is the Dose of Colors. I am in the shade 003 Fair. But just applying that underneath my eyes. I never drag it down or make a triangular shape. I'm going down the bridge of my nose, between my brows, and on the Cupid's bow. So just taking that same Haley's Beauty Sponge that I absolutely love. It is super soft and bouncy, but does not soak up too much product. And so just going to blend that out, and then same thing with the other eye, just going to go in and blend it out. And I always do use whatever concealer that I'm using that day as my lid primer also. I do not use a separate eyeshadow primer. I always just use whatever concealer that I am using. So that's what I'm doing today. And as you can see, guys, it looks literally like my skin. It doesn't look like I'm wearing makeup, which is the point. And going in with my Lancome matte setting powder, which lately I have been obsessed with. Usually I mix it with the e.l.f. Halo Glow, but today I'm just using it by itself just because this foundation is glowy on its own. So just going to set where we put that concealer, and I am just using that sponge once again. I'm not going to use a separate brush for that. So just setting my T-zone down with that matte setting powder, and then I'm going to go in with my CoverGirl pressed powder and just a Real Techniques brush, and kind of like lightly dust over this foundation. I do not want to make it matte or anything like that, but I do need to set it just because I always set everything. So just lightly dusting over everything. I do want my bronzer and my highlighter and everything to go on smooth. I don't want it to have a sticky, tacky feeling to it. So just setting everything down. And that is my absolute favorite powder. Going in with my Milani Silk Matte Bronzer. And we are just going to quickly bronze this face up because I need some color back in my face. So just really quickly going to do that. I actually love this bronzer. It is not too warm or too cool toned. It is a perfect shade for my skin tone. It is the lightest shade that it comes in, which is 01. And just going to put this around the perimeter of my face like I usually do. So on my forehead, the hollows of my cheeks, and then under my jawbone. And I'm kind of like patting motions. And as you can see right here, it's really giving me some definition back to my face, which I needed because I was looking one-toned. And I usually do like a 3, like just like that. I just do it really fast so it doesn't look like a 3, but when I slow it down, it's in the shape of a 3. So moving on with the Maybelline highlighter. This is in the shade 050, I believe. And it is the rose gold color. And just going to go in with my Shop Miss A brush, which is only $1 on Shop Miss A. If you have not got or tried this brush, you are totally missing out because this is the best highlighter brush ever, I swear. And just going to put this highlighter all over the high points of my face. So like my cheekbones, down the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow. I do put a little bit on my forehead. And as you can see, I'm putting more on my cheeks just to be extra, but just the normal where you would put whatever highlighter and wherever you choose to put it. We're just brushing through those brows very quickly. I normally don't do too much to them. They're not very sparse. So moving on and going in with the Laroc Pro Palette. And as you can see, this last shade over here broke. I dropped it. I'm so sad about that. But the prettiest peach shade ever. And quickly just going to put this in my crease for my transition shade. And then the same thing on the other eye. And this is just a Sigma fluffy brush. So just doing that. And as you can see, no kickback. I absolutely love this palette. Very pigmented, buttery, no kickback. So worth every penny. So just putting that in the crease, trying to get some definition back to the eye. I'm going to go in with this brown shade at the top right there. And then kind of focus it more towards the outer edge, but not really creating a V like I normally do. Just trying to give my eyes some dimension, not really making any shape. So just focusing it on the outer, but then bringing it in. And I'm going to use that same brown shade on the outer lower lash line. And then just smudge that over. And the same thing on the other eye, that same brown shade, just smudging the lower lash line. And then I am going to go in with that peach shade that we first used for the crease. And then going to put that on the other half. There it is right there. And then going to put that on the other half of my lower lash line. So just focusing that under there. Do want to match what we did on the top. So just buffing that out and just making it match the top. And then we are going to go in with the lightest shade in this palette, which is very icy, and going to highlight the brow bone. And that's just a flat shader elf brush. I think it's like $4 at Walmart. So just going to do the other eye, exact same thing, just highlighting that brow bone. I absolutely love this color, and I always use it to highlight because it is so pigmented and beautiful. Gonna go in with that beautiful tan shade there, and just with my finger because it is a shimmery shade, and going to apply that to the lid. And it is a little difficult just because I have these long nails, but I always apply any shimmer or glitter with my fingers. It is the best tool. So just applying that on the lid. And this is very buttery. Gonna go in with that same icy shade that we highlighted the brow bone with, and gonna do the inner corners and highlight my inner corner with that also. So that is just a little round Jeffree Star brush, which I absolutely love to highlight the inners of my eyes. It is perfect for that. And as you can see right here, that shade of the shadow is super pigmented. I honestly wish you could buy this color by itself because I always hit pan on it first. This is my second palette and I always use that color all the way up. So too bad they don't sell it by itself, but it is a good shade for highlighting. I'm going to go in with my BareMinerals. That is the Serum Mascara. And it does look like a paddle. It's a little weird. It's only got brushes on one flat side. And I didn't at first like it at all. But I used it again, gave it a second chance, and fell in love with it. And BareMinerals is also known for its lash loving ingredients in their mascaras. So also another benefit, but it also doesn't flake or smudge. So that's the really big deal. But I absolutely love this mascara and I have learned how to apply it. So it's a lot easier. At first, I was a little lost because it is tricky wand, but after you learn, it's amazing mascara. You can put 4 or 5 coats on and it will not clump. But I am going to go in with my L'Oreal Lash Paradise, and that one's just a regular hourglass shaped brush, but I am just going to make this a little thicker and some more drama. I do love the BareMinerals, but adding this on top just really gives me the volume that I'm looking for, and did use that on the lower lashes. And as you can see, I absolutely love this NYX lip liner. I love wooden lip liners, and I've almost used this up, and that is in the color Violet Smoke. Then I am just going to go in with my Grande lips lip plumper. This lip plumper does have a little tingle. I can't open this top, but it does give you a little tingle, but it does not burn. And this is in a nude shade. I'm not sure of the name. I will link it down below right here. But as you can see, you just click the bottom and then it comes out. And it is a beautiful nude shade. So was really feeling that today with this eye look. And like I said, there's no stinging or burning. It's just more like a cooling effect. And then going to go in with my Milani setting spray. I'm just going to drench my face in this. This is the coconut one. I actually really love them all, but I have used up the peach one. I think is my favorite, but I do love this coconut one. So just going to drench my face in this. Then just going to take that same Haley's Beauty Sponge and just pat my face and make sure that everything looks flawless and seamless. So there you have it, guys. That is the finished makeup look. I hope you enjoyed this video. Letting my hair down right now. This took me about 27 minutes to do. In real life time, I could probably get it done a little faster, but showing all the products. But yep, guys, that's it, and I will see you in my next video.